Welcome back, RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. This one is in Mendocino County, California. I'm calling this the cheapest land in Mendocino. We're going to look at the market here in a minute or two, and I'm going to show you that this is the cheapest one in the whole county. So I love that sales pitch. That's the easiest sales pitch, the cheapest land in the county. How do I keep coming up with the cheapest land in the county? You got to log into my YouTube channel to learn more. I got hundreds of videos about buying land and coming up with the cheapest land in the county or the cheapest land in the state, and just continuously coming up with the cheapest land and selling it, buying and selling all day long. So this is the next one, the cheapest land in Mendocino County, California. So I got it pulled up on RealVacantLand.com. This is my little website. Got my little picture up here above my head, my fishing hat on. I'm gonna put that hat on later today and go fishing with my son. We're gonna do some surf fishing. I'm excited about that. See if we catch some sharks. We got my phone number, email, contact information right up there if you have more questions about this property. But we got the price over here, right over there. It's $3,999. That's what I'm asking for this property, $3,999. And if you look up the records, I think I paid $4,000 for this property. I bought a bunch of properties in this neighborhood for like $4,000 a piece a couple of years ago, and it's like they got water, they got power, they got nice trees, there's roads to the properties. This looks great, and so people kept accepting my offers, and I kept saying, okay, okay. I kept scooping them up, and I didn't hesitate. I just got a whole bunch of them. So I got those properties, and then this is one of the last ones that's still on the website. I think there's maybe one or two left on the website, and so I'm knocking the price down, making it really easy. I just flooded the market. It happens. You get too many of them, you change the price, right? So here's the property. We got some pictures. It's at the end of the road, at the end of the back of the neighborhood, or just near the end of the road. If you go down the hill a little bit, you get Willits Creek. Willits Creek feeds the area. It's the watershed of the area that goes into the reservoir to put water through the pipes back to your property and everyone else along the way. I'll do street view here in a little bit. There's a house just near it. There's power lines and water lines that go down that street. So here's some street view pictures. We'll do a real street view drive by here in a sec, which you can do anytime you want to. I'll show you how in a sec. And then here's a paved road going to the property. Here's going from the property back to town to get downtown. It's 8 miles from downtown. It's a long ways out through this neighborhood. Here's a cartoon of the lot lines, different lots in the area. Here's another cartoon of the lot. It's a rectangle-ish shaped lot just off of Blue Lake Terrace. And okay, so 0.36 acres, $3,999. So here's my favorite map. Let's pull up my maps. I got these interactive maps on the website of all the different properties. Almost all of them. I'm trying to get them on all the properties, but the properties keep coming up on the website faster than I can make maps. We're doing a lot of volume. RealVacantLand.com. Cheapest land sells fast. Cheapest land sells fast again and again. And this is the cheapest land in Mendocino County. So we got trees, lots of trees, just a lot of trees. If we zoom out, you can see the end of the street here is a little cul-de-sac. Hasn't been built out yet. You'd think California would just be a house all the way around it, right? But not here. There's one house down the street. You can see the power line through the corner right here. It's usually hiding under the trees. There's a power line here. There's a house over here. There might be a house in there. I'm not 100% sure. Houses scattered, kind of equidistant from each other up and down this road. So it looks like the next one would go right here, and then maybe one at the end, right? If we zoom out some more, this road does some bendy, weavy, windy stuff up to the ridge roads. This ridge road is the main feeder back to the neighborhood, and it comes around and goes down and back into the valley where there's a lot more houses. As you get down to the valley part of this neighborhood, there's sewer. So there's sewer down here. This property does not have sewer. It's if you get out on Ridge Road and these Blue Lake, Blue Ridge, Blue Terrace, Blue Circle, whatever streets over here, you have to do septic. So this property is on Blue something. I will find out in a sec. Blue Lake Terrace. This one's on Blue Lake Terrace. So it's one of the blues that you need to have a septic system to build. So you'd want to figure out where to put a septic on that property and where to put your house. I mean, I'd put the septic down far back as you can and put the house up front, least distance to take your trash out to the street, right? So let's jump into the Google guy. Let's take a look at the property first so we don't get lost. So if we're here on the street, we're zoomed in. Okay, so here's the street. The property's right here on the right. There's a fire hydrant across the street, which probably make it nicer for the insurance. There's the circle down at the end of the street. This looks like it's evening or early morning or something. We're in the shade. We're in the shadow, so it's kind of dark looking. It's kind of Halloween-esque, right? But here's some land you could build a house on. You probably have to cut through the curb a little bit to put your driveway in, unless you have a truck with some big wheels. Yeah, but just build off the side there. There's water lines and power lines in here. I think that's the power line right there. It's supposed to be a power line here. It might actually end at this next house, which would probably make more sense because nobody's built down here yet. Yeah, so they have a quoted rate to hook up the power, so it's the power company's problem to run the next couple poles over there. Doesn't change your cost, from my understanding. So here, this looks like a wider turnaround in the street past this house, and then as it keeps going, there's another turnaround at the end of the street. And I believe these roads, they used to be neighborhood roads, and they turned them over to the county, so now the county is taking care of them instead of the neighborhood. That means you don't have to pay as much in neighborhood fees. The county got pretty mad about that, I think, because it's such a big road system for them to go maintain. So the neighbor here has got a deck, and they probably got propane set up, but here's water. I think that's a water line right there, but I know there's water lines here. And then they've got solar system, but there's a power line. So there's a power line right there. Neighborhood will run the power out to your property. They got a garage, and it's probably I'm thinking it might be a 2-story house with a walkout in the back. I'm not sure if the hill's that steep or not. It kind of looks like it bends around. Maybe it's not. But I think as the hill, you go look at the curvature of the hill and find the edge. It's kind of nice to have it half into the hill and half out. I grew up in the walkout basement home in Michigan, overlooking the lake. This one would be overlooking the trees in the valley and the stream down below. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the stream or not from there, but I'd assume you could. So there's a trash can, paved road, power line, and water line. Let's bounce out of here and let's take a look at the website. So we got some more information. There's a buy it now button. If you want to go for it, click the buy it now button, fill out your title information, what name you want to own the land in, your tax information, what address you want the future bills sent to for the taxes, and your contact information in case I have any questions about filling this out, or maybe I just want to call you and say thanks for buying the property, right? There's GPS coordinates. If you click on that in your phone, you can get driving directions straight to the property. If you click on it in the computer, it'll give you more maps to play with and look at it. The legal description is Block 153 in Brook Trails Vacation Village. Yeah, it's Brook Trails Vacation Village. So this was an old disclaimer on here. I should change that. So it's the water is not being restricted right now. They've got more water shares to give out, and so you can get water hooked up. It was restricted in major drought in the past. Taxes are $182 a year. Time limit, no time limit. Closing docs. Okay, so I've also got a link over here to the neighborhood, and I've got it pulled up as well. Let's look at the price first. So I've got Realtor.com pulled up. Realtor has, I just sorted it cheapest to most expensive. And so if we look at the box over here, this one that says pending, $4,499. That's one of my other properties. It's basically sold. I should mark that over to sold the next day or two, or as the paperwork fully goes through. It's pretty much basically sold. They paid for it and everything. It's just the paperwork settling. It'll go to sold pretty darn quick. But then the next one is $4,500. That's somebody else. It's probably a realtor selling that one. So $4,500 plus realtor costs. I mean, you can add on how much you think that is. Yeah, there's a realtor selling that one. So it's going to cost more than just $4,500 to actually settle the things. I mean, mine, I'm asking $3,999. That's it. Like, you don't have to pay anything more. That's all. That's it. No other fees. Just check out online and you got it. It's easy, right? Just making it easy. Bring some technology to the table, guys. This is a new age. Yeah, so this is the cheapest one that somebody else has up for sale is $4,500. So mine $3,999. That beats them by a chunk. And also they've got 6,970 square foot. Mine's 0.36 acres. I'm gonna change that over to square foot. Mine is like 15,500. Mine's more than double the square footage of land than the cheapest one that's on the market. The next cheapest one is 9,000 whatever square foot. So that's like, mine's not full double of that, or is it? No, it's not. Mine's not full double of that one, but it's still a lot cheaper. And then, yeah, most of these lots in this neighborhood are like a fifth or a quarter of an acre. So a third of an acre is a bigger lot. So this is a bigger lot in the neighborhood. Some of them are half acre, but not many. They're usually two lots put together by the time you get to half an acre. Here's $4,999. This is another one of my properties. So I've got a couple of them in this neighborhood up for sale. So if we look at the market, I'm zooming around here. If we look at the market, I've got the cheapest one for sale in the market currently. Now, as soon as I put it out, other people will probably lower their prices accordingly, but I'm usually a low cost leader, right? I'll go out there. If it doesn't get grabbed up real quick, maybe the others come in cheaper. And what I'm saying doesn't make sense by the time you look at it, but you get the idea, right? So this website is to the community. This is the neighborhood that the property is in. It's called Brook Trails Vacation Village, Brook Trails Township Community Service District. Okay, so they have all kinds of information on here about building and making it happen in Brook Trails. They've got the cost of hooking up to water, sewer, which you don't have sewer on this property, and they've got the cost for power too. So how much you pay to hook up to the power and the water. I think you're going to be in the low $20,000 to do that. They've got fire department stuff. The fire department will tell you to clip the branches on the trees every, 5 years or something. Just keep them cleaned up so it's not a fire danger, and clean up the brush at the bottom of the property. Water, sewer, they've got maps of the hiking trails, trail locations, parks, planning, division, building permits, all kinds of stuff. So they've got all the information that people keep asking for about the community on their website. So check out the website. There's a link to that on the listing of this property, which you can get to by going to the description of this video and clicking on the first link in that description. Okay, so let's go back to ruralvacantland.com. We're back on ruralvacantland.com. And again, $3,999. There's a buy it now button. If you want to go for it, click that buy it now button. Make this property yours. Send me a picture someday of what you build. I'd like to hear the story of how you make out with this land. In the meantime, thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com, bringing you another cheap, easy property. And go have fun with this one. See you in the next video.